Previously I talked about the last spot, you know what I'm saying? Part of my laziness, kind of tired, like I said, but I want to get a couple thoughts out. I talked about this summer. I was working on a few programs with some brothers and sisters. Just trying to really organize the black movement in Chicago a little more tighter, you know what I'm saying, so we can have more results and less rhetoric, you know. So we was promoting certain concepts and certain ideas that I felt that were essential. And the concepts and the programs that came up with was five, you know what I'm saying. The first program we had was called the We Out Here program. The We Out Here program. And the basis of that program was realizing that Jesus, according to the scripture, was not in the church, but Jesus Christ was in the streets, you know what I'm saying, amongst the prostitute and the taxpayer. Dr. King was not, he spent time in front of the podium, but most of his ministry was out there in the streets, you see what I'm saying, out there in the vineyards amongst the people. You heard Malcolm X was on 125th getting it popping on 125th Street. He was not in the mosque all the time, you feel me? So I feel like the reality is we must be more visible to the people, because we understand that the masses will not come to our meetings, they will not come to our lectures, they're not coming to our churches, and they're not coming to our temples. You feel me? So we have to understand that we must meet them where they are. I have a great deal of respect for the Jehovah's Witnesses because they're out there with it. They out there with it. You see what I'm saying? They're making their options available. So I feel that we as well have to make sure that we make our options available to let our people know that there are individuals out there who care, and there are individuals out there who have concern for the welfare of the race and society. You feel me? Because a lot of our youth is growing up without fathers. You know what I'm saying? They're going up without mothers too. You know what I'm saying? They're being raised by their grandparents or somebody else, if that. So we must give them examples of strong black men, loving black men, and loving black women, loving black, you know what I'm saying, strong black women as well, because they're not going to see that from the media. So since we don't have our own media, we must become the media. So they say media, me being out there, making ourselves visible in the people's lives. That's what has to be happening. We have to be out there amongst them, shaking their hands, smiling at them, you know what I'm saying, just saying, how you doing, fam? Everything well with you? So I'm saying, how you know what I'm saying, is there anything that you need, fam? Like, what's going on with you? What's on your mind type shit. They may look at you like, nigga, get the fuck on, but I'm telling you, and I'm not the most articulate nigga in the planet, they receive the shit pretty well. I got little homies in my neighborhood. I walk around, I pass out little literature to them, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is an example of what I got. I got something called the shit list I passed out, which is like a little small pamphlet, you know what I'm saying? This is an example of another one I got. It's called the mindsets and methods of a motherfucking boss, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, for those y'all listen to popular rap music, Rick Ross and motherfucking what's the name, nigga named Mills, they always talking about how they're a boss, you see what I'm saying? So taking what they're on, you know what I'm saying, that whole boss energy, and transforming it and channeling toward, you know what I'm saying, that real shit, you know what I'm saying? And they all receive that shit pretty well. I got other lessons I put out, just passing little shit out, little leaflets about small little bursts of energy, like small bullet points type of shit that capture their attention. But so like getting back to assignments, like I want to give assignments. Every tape I do, I want to give assignments. Like I said before, encourage your particular mentor or teacher or lecturer or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to give practical assignments going to affect the people in a tangible way. So I encourage cats, you know what I'm saying, who enjoy what I'm saying or kind of agree with what I'm saying, even a little bit, to come fuck with me, you know what I'm saying. We're gonna start having more meetings again. I had some meetings this summertime, but I stopped having them because niggas was doing too much talking. I'm like, you know what I'm saying, ain't nothing wrong with talking, but this ain't the venue for that. When we come together, we want to come through and strategize about what we're going to do, you know what I'm saying, maybe for an hour, then we go out there and do it. Practice our theory amongst the people, you feel me? Because sometimes, a lot of times, people who are so-called conscious, we spend a lot of time preaching to the choir, which is a waste of our motherfucking time. If you want to talk about that deep shit, talk that shit to people who don't know, who ain't heard this shit a million times before. You know what I'm saying? I done went to thousands of lectures, you know what I'm saying? Heard thousands of lectures, been in thousands of meetings. I don't want to hear that shit. You see what I'm saying? That shit, I don't want to hear it. What we need to do is bring it to those who don't know, you know what I'm saying? And give it to them in the way they understand, the language they understand. You feel me? That's why the youth is so important, you know what I'm saying? For us, those, you know what I'm saying, 40 and down, you know what I'm saying, to really come together and begin to reach for our youth and grab our youth and bring them back to where we got to be at. You know what I'm saying? That's the new paradigm we got to get to, is reaching the youth by being present in their lives, being present in their lives and being on the block, being on 79th, you know what I'm saying, and Jeffrey, being on, you know what I'm saying, 95th and whatever, you know what I'm saying, like whatever. Just being out there, being in the vineyard, being in the field. And I want to give respect where respect is due to the Temple of Mercy Association, the We Care Coalition, Mr. Caleb from the West Side Mosque for showing me that example, like, you know, that strong example. And these are old heads. These people, they like in their 40s, maybe 50, you know what I'm saying, a little older. But they took it upon themselves to go out there in the field and meet the people where they at. And then I know it was beneficial. I see the children like, yo, like there goes some black men actually give a fuck about what was going on in my community. And they came out there and we spoke to the children, you know what I'm saying, spoke to the elders, you know what I'm saying, and dealt with some real issues. It was good. And it wasn't like the literature was not, you know what I'm saying, it's like, you know what I'm saying, as hard hitting as I know some of ours would be because we speak that language, you know what I'm saying. But even them speaking a more mature language, you know what I'm saying, it still was well received by the youth. You see what I'm saying? The old folks out there. So I'm saying is based upon what I've experienced with them, I know it can work. I know it can be done. So I'm telling you, like, whoever want to get down, yo, like, let's get down, let's do it. Pick a day. You see what I'm saying? Like, my hours are pretty much free. You know what I'm saying? So pick a day you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Hit me on Facebook and hit me on YouTube and say, yo, I want to do the We Out Here program with you. And you know what I'm saying? Walk the streets with you, pass out information. And even in that, if you're a little more timid, you know what I'm saying? I'm a shy nigga myself. But if you're a little timid, that's cool. All you gotta do, you know what I'm saying, just walk with it. You ain't gotta say shit. Just be with us, you know what I'm saying? For the strength in numbers, you know what I'm saying? Just like they say in the biblical script, whenever two or more are gathered, so I'm with you also. The Most High with us as well. So doing it as a group, it gives us more energy, more power, just to be there, you know what I'm saying? Like just show that presence, that concern. Or another option, you know what I'm saying, could be just take about 100 flyers and start posting them in certain areas. Drop them off at Hell's Chicken or Church's Chicken or the laundromat, the beauty salon. Drop off some of this literature, you know, to the people, you know what I'm saying, to just you know what I'm saying, while they sitting around at the bus stop or sitting around at the Dracula's, but the laundromat, washing their clothes, they're gonna go through some fast to spark a thought. You see what I'm saying? Just like sometimes all it takes is a spark thought to really, you know what I'm saying, transform a life. You know what I'm saying? We don't underestimate the power that we have. And now get too metaphysical. We can even just have a little prayer over the literature before we leave. You know what I'm saying? And really charge it up with our energy, with our intent. You know what I'm saying? Cause this shit I write come from the heart. You know what I'm saying? Come from the Most High. I'm telling you, from the ancestors. So I feel like it's good information. So I like saying it's a practical assignment. A practical assignment. That's not something that's gonna get you locked up. Not nothing grandiose, but some practical, small, simple we all can do. There's nothing that's gonna bring you out your comfort zone. Just taking 50 flyers a week and dropping them off with you on your comforts and going. When you go to the laundromat, drop some off. When you go to the barbershop, drop some off. It's simple instruction. And those who have a little better gift for gab or more willingness to come out in the field, let's pick a day at least once a week to go in the field and do the work. Real quick, I want to big up the Hebrews as well. A lot of Hebrew brothers be outside, you know what I'm saying? And I respect them. I don't agree with anything they're saying, but I respect their drive to go out there with the people and share their doctrine with the people. You know what I'm saying? I thought we should do it too. We're not gonna do it at breaks. We're not gonna tell little kids, pull your pants up, nigga, walk your band. We're gonna say, what's up, bro? How you feel, kid? You know what I'm saying? Give them a little literature or something like that. And say something to them on the power room type shit, some Les Brown type shit. You know what I'm saying? Some black man, like, yo, it's real out in the field, but we need you on the team to put in this real work. You know what I mean? You got gifts, bro. You got gifts we need for the people. Just give them some real genuine awful shit to the people. And they don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know, like, man, we here for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we your big brother, we your big homie, you know what I'm saying? We here to offer you something that's valuable, you know what I'm saying? Something we can use and begin to work together, which is the next program, which is called the Squad Up program, which I'm gonna get into in this next tape, you know what I'm saying? So peace and love, we out here, you know what it is. Praise be to Allah.